Welcome everybody to a brand new video. Today, I'm going to be making a Call of Duty video. I haven't done that in quite a while. I'm sure you guys know the reasons if you have been around for my channel for a while. It's mainly because I don't really get enjoyment from Call of Duty anymore, but I figured I kind of want to get back into the routine of making regular videos because I've only been uploading like my GTA event week videos, and I figured this would be a perfect opportunity to get back into the routine of things. Also, I am willing to at least give this game a chance before I make my judgment on whether it's another disappointing Call of Duty, which, I'm just gonna say this right now, I don't have high expectations. Call of Duty to me has just been so bad ever since, I would say, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Year after year after year, I have been faced with disappointment. But I have actually come to the conclusion that I don't think Call of Duty will ever be as good as it once was. The reason for that is because of skill-based matchmaking. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, a game which in my opinion had so much potential, it could have been the best Call of Duty ever, to me was completely ruined by skill-based matchmaking. And it's not because I just want to shit on bad players every single game. It's because I want to shit on bad players every once in a while. I don't want to have to play Call of Duty, which is a casual game, like my life depends on it, every single fucking game. The only way I can compete is if I use the most meta weapons, or if I sweat the absolute hardest that I can. That's simply not fun to me. If I wanted to play a competitive game, I would go away from Call of Duty, or I would play what Call of Duty has to offer in terms of league play or a ranked-based game mode, which they don't do as often anymore. Regardless, you get the point. I am not excited for this year's Call of Duty. Actually, this is the least excited for a Call of Duty I've ever been. I was so unenthusiastic about this year's Call of Duty that this alpha, while everybody else was super hyped and really looking forward to it, I was not. The alpha actually goes offline in about 45 minutes while I'm making this video, and I have yet to touch it. This is the first time I'm booting it up because I simply had more important things to focus on. I've been more focused on playing other games or my job, and yeah, it's really, really sad to say that. And I know you guys are here to see me play the game and all this stuff, but I'm just gonna be honest. I just want to be transparent. I have very, very low expectations. I do not expect this Call of Duty to be good, considering how rushed the development was, and the fact that no matter how solid the fundamentals of this game are, skill-based matchmaking is going to be in the game. It's going to be extremely strong, because history has shown with Call of Duty Modern Warfare, having a very strict skill-based matchmaking system benefits the company who makes the game. It benefits Call of Duty. It benefits Activision. It benefits whatever studio made that Call of Duty that year. The reason for this is because skill-based matchmaking, now there is a huge debate in the community. There are people who say that skill-based matchmaking is fine, people are overreacting, and then there's the other side, which I feel like I sit on, where I believe skill-based matchmaking is one of the worst additions to Call of Duty ever. I think it's actually worse than Exosuit. Honestly, yeah, I think it's the worst thing to ever happen to Call of Duty. I think it's worse than loot boxes. I think it's worse than putting weapons in loot boxes. Like, it's really that bad. I hate skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty. I don't mind a small amount of skill-based matchmaking. I understand that there are a portion of players who are disabled or who are extremely, extremely bad at the game who need to be protected. I fucking get that. That's why I say a very light amount of skill-based matchmaking is to some degree necessary. I think of a game like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which had a very light skill-based matchmaking system. But the game was amazing in that state, because if you're an extremely good player, you can still come up against players who are not as good as you and have a good time, manage to pub stomp them and get streaks. And even if you didn't want to try hard, if you just wanted to have fun and just, play casually, like actually be able to lie back in your chair and not sit there just like focused to the fucking brim, like you could do that. Or you could like lie down in your bed and play Call of Duty, high out of your fucking mind. and have a good time because you're able to do at least decent without trying all that hard. Like, that to me is fun. Regardless of this debate, and this is gonna piss off some people, I personally believe that skill-based matchmaking, the only way that you can defend it is if you're a bad player. Go ahead, dislike this video, but honestly, the reason you get pissed off at it is because the truth fucking hurts. The only reason you defend skill-based matchmaking is because you're not as good as other people. Because you want to be paired up with people who are the same skill as you. You want to go up against people who are just as bad as you. And the argument I hear over and over and over again is, if you hate skill-based matchmaking so much, it's because you just need to get better at the game. But what is the point of getting better at the game? Because with skill-based matchmaking, if I do get better at the game, I could get to a point where I am one of the best fucking players. I'm in the top 1% of players. But because of skill-based matchmaking, I will never know that I've become a better player, because I will constantly be paired up with someone who is the same skill as me. What is the point of putting kill streaks in Call of Duty when you cannot obtain them? Call of Duty was supposed to be a casual experience. Think of the best memories you have playing Call of Duty. You probably had those memories either playing with your friends or getting these insane fucking kill streaks and going on like 100 kill games. Those are probably the best times you've had playing Call of Duty, and I'm not saying that every single game should be like that. If you got 100 kills every single game and pub stomped and just shit on people every single match, yeah, it would get boring as shit. I speak from experience. When I go back and I play games where skill-based matchmaking is turned all the way down because of low player populations, when I shit on people every single game, like getting the highest kill streak over and over and over again, I think of a game like Call of Duty World War II, where if I go back to that game, I can shit on people because skill-based matchmaking isn't as present. But I will admit, it gets fucking boring, man. Every single game just shitting on people over and over again. Yeah, you start to lose the fun out of the game. However, this is why I say it's not about coming up against bad players every single game. It's being able to play the game casually and being able to every once in a while take a breather and just play with your friends. And then every once in a while, if you want to, you can sweat it out and have a good time and just, you know, shit on some noobs. The whole argument of, oh, you just don't like skill-based matchmaking because you're bad at the game and you need to get better. No, that makes absolutely no sense, because when I do get better, I'm not going to get rewarded for it. And that goes for you. Even if you're a bad player, you should want skill-based matchmaking to be removed from Call of Duty. This is what blows my fucking mind. Skill-based matchmaking only appeals to bad players. It only appeals to people who, if they get shit on, they're gonna stop playing the game. But from what I remember, when I first started playing Call of Duty, I did really badly, but the reason I stuck with the game was because I wanted to get better. I wanted to be the one who was dropping streaks and going on crazy fucking games. But you can't do that anymore, because as soon as I do get better, I'm gonna get punished, because I'm going to come up against people who are the same skill as me and I won't be able to drop streaks. And this is why I say that even if you're a bad player, even if you're someone who defends skill-based matchmaking with the argument that you just need to get better at the game, you should want skill-based matchmaking to be removed. This doesn't make any fucking sense to me. If you're open enough to calling yourself a bad player and say that I need skill-based matchmaking because I don't want to come up against people who shit on me, that to me is such a pussy fucking mindset. If you're a bad player, you should want to get better. You should want to get to the point where you're able to drop those streaks. You should want to get to the point where you're above average and you're the one who's putting in work and killing everybody. This just blows my mind that people make this argument that skill-based matchmaking needs to be in the game so that people can go up against each other who are the same skill. If you really do believe that, then why can't we just have league play? Why can't we just have a ranked play system where if you want to go up against people of the same skill as you, you absolutely can do that. But for public matches, man, I can't believe it. For public matches, skill-based matchmaking should either be non-existent or it should be extremely light. Rant over. Anyway, I spent the first like 5 to 10 minutes of this video just going on a rant about why I think Call of Duty is honestly so shit these days. It's completely ruined it for me, man. It's the reason I decided to stop playing Modern Warfare about a month or two into the game's lifecycle, because I just simply couldn't enjoy the game. Anytime I tried to do good, I would just get punished for it. Well, anyway, you guys get the point. I've made so many fucking videos on this topic, and it pisses me off every time I talk about it, because I like Call of Duty, or at least I used to. And I wish I could love this fucking series again, man. But yeah, let's hop into it. I no longer have 45 minutes to play this alpha, and instead I have 35 minutes because I spent 10 minutes just fucking ranting about skill-based matchmaking. But yeah, let's hop into multiplayer. Let's see how it's going to go. The way I expect it to go is my first few games are going to be pretty good because skill-based matchmaking hasn't evaluated how good of a player I am. But then once that stops, everything's just gonna go to shit. But I mean, not that I really care. The alpha is gonna be over by the time I end this video. In terms of creating a class, I think I'm just gonna go with the LW3 Tundra, whatever this sniper is. It kind of reminds me of the L96A1 from Black Ops 1. Looks pretty cool. And this second one right here, this is the R700 from Call of Duty 4. Fucking cool. I like the sniper so far. Alright, so this is the class that I just made. I guess I'm just gonna hop into a game. I just adjusted my settings as well. I've only got half an hour left, so let's get into it, I guess. I'm gonna go for domination. For anybody who didn't get butthurt about my skill-based matchmaking opinion and decided to stick around for this video, I want to make clear that I want Call of Duty to be good. Like, Call of Duty really does hold a special place in my heart, and I want it to be fucking great. Like, trust me, I really do mean that. Like, I don't want this series to be bad. Like, Modern Warfare, you can go back a year ago where I was making even worse videos than I am now. I know, it's very hard to believe. And trust me, you can watch those videos and just see how excited I was for Modern Warfare. I really thought that we were finally gonna have a good game. And I felt like the game really had so much potential. I felt like they had a really good foundation, except maybe for the maps. I thought the maps were really bad. But then skill-based matchmaking just completely ruined any hope of me enjoying that game. I know I'm probably pissing you guys off by talking about skill-based matchmaking so much, but I really have strong opinions about it. But let's just get into it. Let's try this game out. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm gonna try my best to be a little bit optimistic because I understand that I'm a bit of a party pooper. Everyone's really excited for this game, and I'm just here like, nope, not excited at all. This is gonna be shit. First thing I just noticed right now, Jesus Christ, this map is fucking huge. And I don't mind there being extremely massive maps in Call of Duty. I think that's completely fine, but I think that there should be at least a little bit of variety. I think there should also be some more traditional, you know, 3-lane style maps in the game. I haven't been paying much attention to the news revolving this game, but I have heard that the kill streak system has been completely overhauled. From what I heard, kill streaks don't reset upon death anymore, which is very weird. It's essentially like a support streak system. Oh my god, I got so used to Modern Warfare in the little time that I played it that I thought this door could open. I really hope that doors aren't like an annoying factor in this game. Right now I'm on a 5 kill streak. It's exactly how I predicted. My first game is gonna be really good. I'm gonna come up against the average player, and the average player just isn't all that good. Look at me right now. Look what I'm doing. It's exactly how I predicted. I'm gonna come up against the average player, and as I said, the average player isn't amazing. And what's gonna happen when I come up against the average player? I'm probably going to beat them because I am above average. I don't think that's me being arrogant or cocky. I've been playing Call of Duty for a good number of years, and I do feel like I'm above average. And when I'm above average, I want to feel like I'm above average. I don't want to just feel like I'm getting whooped every fucking game. Or if I am getting whooped every game because of a skill-based matchmaking system, I at least want like a rank or something. That's the fun of competitive game modes. At least I climb up the ranks and I have like a badge that tells other people how good I am. In Call of Duty, what do you get with skill-based matchmaking? Nothing. In fact, I would argue that you get less as a good player if skill-based matchmaking is in the game because you no longer enjoy streaks anymore. Now, another thing that I want to say is that I'm not saying that I'm extremely good at this game. I did hear that sniping is very, very easy, and I mean, from my first impression playing right now, I am currently 11-3 and this is my first game on with a sniper. Now that could be up to a multitude of factors as well. It could also be because I have a lot of experience sniping. Usually when I play Call of Duty, what I do is I snipe. But I did hear other people talking about how they're not snipers, they don't usually snipe. They picked up a sniper in this game and it's extremely easy. They find it way too easy. And if that is the case, I don't want sniping to be ridiculously easy. I want sniping to be a good challenge because obviously if everybody's good with a sniper, then there's no standard set in place. So just because I'm a sniper, I don't want you guys to assume that I'm automatically biased for snipers. I don't want it to be piss easy. I want it to be a challenge and I want it to be fun. That's really all I want it to be. But I did hear that they are looking at snipers and they are probably going to nerf them, which I think is fine. As long as they don't go too crazy and make it completely unviable, I have no problem with nerfing the snipers. They probably are a little bit too strong at the moment. So I guess if you guys want my first opinions, just based off of the short amount of playtime that I've already gotten, I'm not gonna lie, man, this is pretty fun. I mean, I'm playing right now, and I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I'm not doing that great. I'm going 14-6, but I'm having a good time. This is pretty good. If this was what the average game was on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, I could see myself really enjoying it, but that's the thing. I feel like once I play this game a lot more, skill-based matchmaking is gonna come in, and I'm not going to be able to have a good time anymore. So, that's the end of the game. I went 23-6. As I predicted, my first game, I'm probably going to do really well. But see, here's the thing. Is that going to continue to be the case? I highly doubt it. Just to test it in the short amount of time that I have, I'm going to leave the game and I'm going to go into another one just to see if I feel any difference in my opponents. Now, this isn't a super scientific way of doing it because, of course, when it comes to data collection, you need a much, much larger sample size than just 2 games comparing them one to another. But I just want to test it out, just to see how it feels. From what I have heard of this game, when it comes to the kill streak system, I heard that it's a little bit changed in the sense that what I said earlier with the whole kill streaks don't reset upon death, that is in the game, that is true. I mean, I noticed that while I was playing it. And then on top of that, you are actually rewarded for going on longer streaks. A lot of people say that, oh, this is just appealing to the bad players and bad players are going to be able to get streaks. That's not the case, actually, because kill streaks require a far, far greater score to obtain them. And I say kill streaks, but what I actually mean is score streaks. Like, for example, the chopper gunner requires 6,000 score, which in a traditional Call of Duty would require 60 kills. And that is quite a feat to achieve, even if score streaks aren't reset upon death. But you are rewarded in this game for going on longer streaks, because every single time that you go on a kill streak, every single kill is going to give you more score. And I actually think that's a really cool system. At first, I was a little apprehensive about it, but actually, I don't really have a problem with this. Another observation I've made when it comes to this game is that this feels way more cartoony than Modern Warfare. And not that I look at Call of Duty for realism. I definitely don't play Call of Duty for realism. I think it's just kind of an added bonus if they can have realism in the game. But what I mean by more cartoony is that it kind of reminds me a little bit of like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, some of the older Call of Duties in the way it feels. I don't necessarily know whether I think that's a good or a bad thing. It's just an observation that I've made. I guess if I were to pick, I would probably say it's a little bit of a positive, because now we have 2 games. We have Modern Warfare, which is a lot more realistic, and then we have this game, which is a little bit more cartoony, feels more like an arcade shooter. Alright, so that's my second game. I went 15-9. I'm not gonna jump to any conclusions, but I'm just gonna say that lobby definitely felt a little bit tougher than my last one. My last one, I could talk during this video, and I was going on streaks. It was great. This game, I wasn't able to talk as much. I was actually trying to focus and trying to play a little bit better, and yeah, it wasn't as easy. I felt like people's reaction times were a lot better. You get the point. Of course, that could be a multitude of different reasons. I could have simply just gotten a more challenging lobby just randomly, just out of luck. Or maybe I wasn't playing that map as well as my previous map. Or maybe this, that, and the other. There can be many reasons why that lobby was more difficult. But I sort of have a slight hunch that skill-based matchmaking has something to do with it. I feel like maybe it's a small reason why that game was a little bit more difficult. But I may very well be wrong. That's why I say I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. Skill-based matchmaking is probably in this game, but maybe it's not that strong. Maybe it's a lot lighter. Maybe who knows? What is my opinion so far of the game after 2 games, just based off of those 2 games by itself and not other people's opinions, just strictly my own opinion? I think the game's fun. I think it's alright. I don't think it's anything revolutionary or groundbreaking for Call of Duty, but I can't lie, I had fun those 2 games that I played, but you also have to take into account that it could be the honeymoon phase. But at the same time, you also have to take into account that I entered into this with a very, very critical mindset, thinking to myself that I'm not going to enjoy it. But I can't lie, I am going to continue playing this after I end this video for as long as I can, and we'll see. Maybe I'll really, really enjoy it, and maybe I will consider picking it up day 1. However, I highly doubt it. I said this a long time ago that I am not going to be buying this year's Call of Duty day 1. I want to wait until it's on a discount, maybe around Christmas or whatever. I'm in no hurry to get the game day 1 because my channel simply doesn't revolve around Call of Duty anymore. But yeah, I guess I will close this video out, leaving you guys with my opinion. I think it's alright. I think this game is definitely a lot better than I expected it to be. We'll just have to wait for the beta or the full game to release to get a more concrete feel of how it's gonna go though. But yeah, with that being said, I am gonna wrap this video up here. So yeah guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smack the like button. If you want to stay up to date with my content, please be sure to subscribe. I'll have my last video in the corner. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely make sure to check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.